This is David B69. I am back in MLB The Show 21. It's been a disappointing year. I wasn't into these mainly because I had a lot of migraine and issues and stuff, and then it's like we had some COVID running through the house, and we had all of those issues, and it's been like a really hard time. I have produced some other videos, but it's been really hard. So basically, I am scrapping this franchise, but I really can't scrap the franchise. Just can't do it. I have to complete this season. Now, we are 73 and 42. So, this is what I'm going to do. I have a 9.5 game lead in the division. We're into the season like 115 games. Okay? That leaves only like 50 games remaining. I mean, the odds of actually losing our status as division winners is almost next to impossible. So what we're going to do is we're going to sim week to week, and hopefully we'll make the playoffs. If we make the playoffs, then I will play every single playoff game, and we will play those games. So there will be, you can expect episodes starting Monday with playoff baseball on here, and we'll be getting excited. We'll be talking about MLB 22 The Show, which comes out on April 1st. I mean, that is just like a couple weeks from now. So let's take a look at this here. Let's look at the calendar. And yeah, like I said, we'll just go week by week, and we'll go through here, and we'll see how we do. So right now we're trying to go through the 20th here. But we're not gonna bother with this and stuff. I don't want to stop simulating. Sim through the. Okay, we're gonna turn off critical situations. Yeah, it's the only problem is injured list here. AAA, you can auto fix lineups. Okay, so through 1 week here, it's like
Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and
we still have 1 week game, and
allowed only 5 hits in the game as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco.
Okay. We're gonna keep him active. Ouch! 1 to 2 months. Yeah, you got the 10-day disabled list. You can auto-utilize that guy. Auto-fix the lineups. Auto-utilize. Ew. Oh, he's going to be just out a day or two, so we just keep him active. Auto-utilize. Okay. Let's get to September here. We'll just keep them there. Oh. Have 26 players and active roster. You must have 28 after September 1st. That's interesting. I didn't know you had to have it. I thought it was just a request. So that's interesting. Now, we only have an 8-game lead. It was 9 games. Well, originally it was 9.5. So that's kind of interesting. What is this? Okay. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be calling up people because, well, we must bring up 2 people. Let's see, who do I want to call up? pretty much have a lot of starters. I really don't need another starter up. I think I hear my dog. I gotta let him outside. Sorry, guys. Whenever I hear my dog, he must go outside. Otherwise, he will kind of treat the house rudely. Is the best and kindest way to put it. So, here we go. We're going to... Well, let's bring Jason Adam up. I mean, it's like... Let's bring him up, and let's see. It would be a bad idea to have another outfielder. Yeah, I'm not in love with any of these outfielders, though. Huh. Okay, we're gonna... This is the best guy that we have, and we're just gonna call him up. Add to the 40-man roster. Just tell me who the best player is that's not on the 40-man roster then. Okay, Ranger Suarez, you're up. There we go. So we brought 2 pitchers in. Okay. Again, we have 3 weeks to go. I mean, I think we're in a pretty good position here. So let's go to the 13th and see where we are. Poor Brian, he's out a day or two. Keep him active. Auto utilize. Keep active. Yeah, keep him on the 60-day injured list. Him, okay. Now, yeah, we're at 8.5. We have an 8.5 game lead. We're pretty much comfortably that we're going to do this. So let's go through here. Our concussion, he'll be out 1 to 2 weeks. We'll put him on disabled list. Tier 2. Keep him active. Okay. We have a 6.5 game lead.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Starting off in the National League East.
So we're pretty close. We're pretty close to do it here. So let's sim through this date. Iron Pigs did not make the postseason. Okay. And
hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL.
Still injured. Let's keep him on the 60-day. Okay, we're really close.
What went down around the league on Wednesday? Starting off in the National League East, the Phillies
8-0 win. Okay, we did clinch. We clinched.
Welcome to Inside the Show.
We clinched the postseason.
First at the NL East, the Philadelphia Phillies combined to allow only 4 hits as they plundered the Pirates 8-0. Entering today's action, the Phillies are in first place in the NL East. They hold a comfortable 8-game advantage. while the Pirates sit in last place in the National League Central Division.
Okay. And now everybody's been eliminated, and we have won the division.
Happy Saturday morning
Now,
to you. Here's
can
the
we
news and
clinch?
results from Friday.
We can
Starting
still
off in the
clinch
National
best
League
record.
East, the Philadelphia Phillies combined for 10 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos 6-3, heading into the...
Okay. We have 98 wins. They have 96
The regular
wins.
season is winding
So we
down,
could
but
be
the
really
postseason
close.
Races are heating up. Here's how yesterday's nail-biting action went down.
Okay, we have 41 players on the 40-man roster. Okay, it's we need to do this. We need to deal with this right now. Cancel. Okay. Okay, we're going to send Ranger Suarez. Are we going to send... You know something? Ian Kennedy is not pitching well. So I just don't see him making our postseason squad. So what we're going to do is we're going to designate him for assignment. Ooh, we cannot? That stinks. Okay, well, we're going to have to send down Suarez then. Okay, we're going to move you to AAA. Okay, and what I want to do is I also have to take somebody off the 40-man roster. And, yeah, this is Connor Brogdon. You're a D potential. You're 26 years old, but you're 27 and a 58 overall. Okay, Sam, you are being removed from the 40-man roster. What? He's playoff eligible? Can I remove him? Well, he's got to be eligible. How can I remove somebody? How about if I want to just waive a guy? Why? Okay, if I try to sim through date, I'll say autofix. It will do something to me and everything, but I got to know what it did. Sync. Good.
The final postseason teams are jockeying for position. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East.
You know, I tried to do that to him.
His 16th win this year as the Phillies took care of the Braves 3-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. At the start of the day, the Braves are in 4th place in the NL East, 20 games out of 1st. And the Phillies are atop the division. They are enjoying a comfortable 9-game cushion. The New York Mets finished off a 3-game sweep as they beat the visiting Marlins.
So I tried to do that, and it wouldn't let me.
Right now, the Mets sit in 2nd place in the National League East, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the National League wild card. And the Marlins are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of 1st. The Chicago Cubs.
Okay.
The final postseason teams are jockeying for position. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Philadelphia Phillies knocked out 10 hits as a team.
Okay, Phillies have won.
In Miami, 6-1.
We have a one-game lead with one to go for that best record.
They're over 20 games out of first. While the Phillies are atop the division, they are
theoretically we should be able to do this. Okay, we won, so we got the best record. Okay, so the Phillies have won the best record.
The final postseason teams are jockeying for position. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Phillies put together 10 total hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 4-1. In the standings, the Marlins sit in last place in the National League East.
I'm going to let this play, and then I'll just talk about it afterwards.
Are atop the division. They are enjoying a comfortable 9-game cushion. The New York Mets combined for a 4-hitter as they nabbed an extra innings win over the Braves 3-1. At the start of the day, the Braves sit in 4th place in the National League East division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Mets are 2nd in the division, 9 games back. The Washington Nationals earned the 3-game series sweep as they beat the visiting Red Sox 4-3. The win was their 5th straight as a team. As of today, the Nationals are in 2nd place in the NL East, 9 games back. While the Red Sox sit in 2nd place in the American League East division, they're over 20 games out of first. The Pirates snapped their 5-game losing streak as they grabbed a win against the visiting Reds 2-0. Heading into the day, the Pirates are in last place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Reds are 3rd in the division, 1 game out of first. Entering the day's action, the Cardinals are atop the NL Central, 1 game ahead of 2nd. And the Cubs are 4th in the division, 3 games back. The Diamondbacks totaled 13 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Rockies 8-1. In the standings, the Diamondbacks are in 4th place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Rockies are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Brewers combined for 10 hits as a team as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 6-5. At the start of the day, the Dodgers sit in 1st place in the National League West division, 4 games up. And the Brewers sit in 1st place in the National League Central division, 1 game ahead of 2nd. The Giants combined to give up just 5 hits as they bested the visiting Padres 3-2. As of today, the Giants are in 3rd place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Padres are 2nd in the division, yet they currently lead the race for the National League wildcard. Jahmai Jones dominated at the dish with 2 long balls and 6 RBIs as the Orioles downed the Blue Jays 8-1. Heading into the day, the Blue Jays sit in last place in the American League East division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Orioles are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Yankees hit 3 long balls as they defeated the Rays in extra innings 6-5. Entering the day's action, the Yankees sit atop the American League East division. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd. And the Rays are 3rd in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Chicago White Sox sent 3 balls into the seats as they defeated the visiting Tigers 10-9. In the standings, the White Sox are in 2nd place in the AL Central, 17 games out of first, while the Tigers are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Kansas City Royals brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 5-4. As of right now, the Royals sit in last place in the American League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Twins are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd place. The Astros racked up 11 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 6-5. Heading into the day, the Astros sit in 2nd place in the American League West, but they currently lead the AL wildcard race. And the Athletics are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the Seattle Mariners 7-5. At the start of the day, the Mariners are in 3rd place in the AL West. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Angels are atop the division. They have a 3-game cushion. The Indians put together 10 total hits as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 4-1. In the standings, the Rangers sit in last place in the American League West division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Indians are in third place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, here we go. Now, this is what happens at the end of the season. Phillies have won the division. We have won the best record in the league, so we are the number 1 seed. That's a gimme. The Brewers have won the Central, and the Cardinals. Ooh, wait a second. They have not won the Central. We have a tie. So I think the Brewers and the Cardinals have to play a tiebreaker to win the division. I think that's how that goes. I think that is what we have to see here. I think the Brewers and Cardinals will have to play a 1-game playoff to find out who wins the division. Now, this year, that will no longer be the case. There's no game 163 anymore. Tiebreakers will decide all of this. So I don't know exactly how those tiebreakers are going to work, but they said there will be no more game 163s anymore. So we'll take that as with a grain of salt, but there is none of that anymore. The Dodgers, they won the division, and they have clinched the number 2 spot. The Padres are going to be one of those 2 wild card teams. So it's going to be the Padres facing off. Well, they're actually going to host either the Brewers or the Cardinals, depending on who wins the game. So, wow, and the Reds were just 1 game out of the whole mixture, too. So it could have been really interesting. It could have been a 3-way tie. And I have no idea how that would have worked. So that's an interesting one. So the Padres have won that. Oh, wait a second. Only 1 winner of the division. Okay. Wait a second. Are we going to have 2 extra games? So we got the Mets and Nationals that are going to be facing off to see who's the second wild card. And the Brewers and the Cardinals are going to find out who wins the Central. So we actually have 2 play-in games. That's actually kind of interesting. That would be kind of wild if that ever happened. In the American League in the East, the Yankees have clinched the division and the best record in the American League. The Twins have won the Central Division, and the White Sox will be the wild card team. In the West, the Angels have won the West, and the Astros will be the wild card. Just not as close as the National League. So that's just kind of interesting. So let's look at, it's not going to be on our regular calendar. Would it? Huh. I'm just kind of trying to figure out if I can. Huh. Okay. Okay, the Phillies have won the division. Okay, apparently Washington won and Milwaukee won.
The final postseason teams are jockeying for position. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Washington Nationals held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 7-2. The win was their 6th in a row. Entering the day's action, the Mets are in 3rd place in the NL East, 9.5 games behind first, while the Nationals are 2nd in the division. They trail by 8.5 games. Brent Suter collected the victory in his 12th win, helping the Brewers down the Cardinals 4-2. As of right now, the Brewers are in 1st place in the NL Central, 1 game ahead of 2nd. And the Cardinals are 2nd in the division, 1 game out of 1st. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.
So that's how that's going to be. So Monday we're going to be starting this postseason off, and we're going to be playing either Washington or San Diego. So that should be interesting. I'm going to turn into that. Until next time, please hit that like button, subscribe. Please comment if you're liking the series. Again, I'm sorry that I have to do this kind of fast series, but I just need to move things along because with the new game coming out, I really do want to move it along. And there is some things and stuff that are semi-interesting. They haven't announced the franchise stuff that is going to be occurring this week sometime. I think it's on Thursday. They're going to go through what they've updated. I know they're doing March to October, which they spend way too much time on, and they said they're going to go over franchise updates as well. So far, I'm a little disappointed, but I'll go over that in the next episode. So, until next time, this is Davey B69, and I'm out.